G'day friends, and welcome to our Across the Waves, where Robbie and I have been sharing vellum ideas or ideas on using our vellum throughout the month of April. And today is the last day for April, and we're going to create something a little bit different. So there's actually no stamping on this card. So we're going to be playing with the Paper Rose Studio Inky Colour embossed die cuts. Okay, along with, I've only got 1 or 2 pieces left, and we're only going to be using a tiny piece of it. I think this is it. Yeah, the Inky Splash. I've loved this, using this paper. It's really out there, out of my comfort zone, but I've enjoyed using it. So we're going to play with that. Our little piece of vellum. We've only got a tiny little piece today, and I've already embossed a piece of white cardstock with the Basics 3D embossing folder from Stampin' Up. Don't know whether this is still available. It was a set of 3, and I've just kept this one. I just like the background. And this embossing folder actually goes a little bit with the paper, which is why I've used it. So what we're going to do is actually try and create a bit of a pocket. Not sure how it will go. I've only I did a rough idea with a piece of paper, but using the actual stuff, it might be totally different. So I've got a piece of vellum that measures, I think it's 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4, yeah. And I've scored along 3 sides at 1/4 of an inch. So what we're going to do now is just fold these over along those scored lines. We want them nice and crisp. Just be very careful with vellum too, because sometimes it can rip, although this is pretty good vellum. And I've had it in my stash for a long time. I think I used to actually use it for wedding invitations. That's how long ago it is. So, and we're just gonna cut the corners off here. Fold up. No. I'm going to cut right through these corners. Just like that. Okie dokie. Now we want a piece of paper. I'm just going to check to see if this looks right. Yep. I'm just burnishing along those score lines again because I want this flat, and I'm just doing it very gently. Okie dokie. Then I've got a piece of paper. Now I'm not sure whether we'll use that side, which I don't mind, or that side. I think I might go for this side. I don't mind that. And we're going to get a punch first, eh? I've just got the 1 3/4 inch punch, and I want to punch a hole in the top here, and we're just going to do it about halfway and as close to the middle as we can get. I suppose having it straight will help too, eh? There you go. You could do a shape here too if you wanted to, and that looks pretty good. And then we're going to, you know what, let's bring in some of these and see how it looks. We're going to sort of create a collage, I think. Might get lost. Yeah, let's leave this side, eh? So, we'll cut this back. So that means, yeah, we've scored a 1/4 inch each side, so it'll bring it back to 2 1/2, and this should be 3 3/4 exactly, because remember we've scored 1/4 inch along the bottom as well, so it's brought it back to 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. Now I'm just going to go just probably 1 below the 3 3/4, and the same with the 2 1/2. We're just going to go just a little bit to the 2 1/2. A little bit less, I should say, to the 2 1/2. Because what we want, now what happened to our pocket? We want to fit this inside. Oh, look at that, that's nice. Perfect. Okay, just like that. I like that. So, oh, well, actually we can put this in now. See, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this by the seat of my pants. And we're going to put this here like that. Now we can stick this paper down, or the vellum, which is what we want to do. Whoops. So that's all we're doing. We're just applying tape to the back. And what I've done is I've applied it to the vellum as well as to our pattern paper. Okie dokie. Then I've got a piece of basic black. And I'm going to do a thin border around that vellum. Okay. So we'll chop that off. So that's 2 1/2. We want about 2 5/8. Whoops. And what did I say? I need a new one blade. 3 3/4, wasn't it? Which is 3 7/8. Because I only want a very about 1/8 of an inch around the sides. And that's all we want, just very narrow. So we can take this off now. and just glue this down, hey? Then we can bring in this piece, the embossed piece. We're going to adhere that to a piece of black with a very narrow border, again about 1/8 of an inch. And of course, that glue won't come out. Whoops. I always use just that little bit extra glue when I've embossed, just to help it adhere a little bit more. Nice. Then we can grab our base card. Now I'm just using a white base card. I'm just burnish along that line, that scuff, that fold, and we'll put this onto our base card, eh? Just like that. And this will eventually go on there like that. Okie dokie. But we need another piece of vellum. Just bear with me. I did have a piece sitting out here, but I must have put it away. So we need 2 1/2. So we're going to go just a smidgen less than the 2 1/2, eh? And we want 3 3/4, just a smidgen below, eh? And hopefully this will stick in our pocket. And it does, look at that. I might even make it a little bit smaller, but we'll do that shortly. Okay, if you wanted to, you could actually punch a hole in the top here and make it a pull out, but I'm just going to leave it like that at the moment. And I'm thinking what we might do is just do a bit of a collage on here. Are you going to see that? Yeah. So it's going to make it really subtle, but also we'll be able to see the background in the background. Does that make sense? Background in the background. Right. So where is our let's use that. We can use that. Might be a little bit too big. I love all these patterns and designs in this. There's a little bird. Can use the boot. We'll use that one, eh? And I think that might do. So let's stick this down, and I'm just going to use, I'm going to use tape actually. Now you could use any images you like on here. This is just what I'm using. And just stick them all down. Just arrange them how you like and just stick them down. What you could also do too is just add a gift card onto this piece if you wanted to. That'd be an idea as well, and make it into a gift card holder. So that's all I'm going to do. And this little one is just going to go there like that. Okie dokie. We'll put this in here. Don't pop them up, because if you pop them up, you're not going to fit it in the pocket. Okay. Put all that aside there. Put that aside. We're going to pop this up. So we'll grab some dimensionals. Actually, let's grab our black ones. And of course, I've only got the white, the minis. Now I will have a link below to my blog with all the details in the description below, as well as on my blog there will also be a link to Robbie's blog where you can see what she has created for today. Okie dokie. And that's just going to go, and I think we might put that, we'll just put that straight, I think. I was going to put it on an angle, but I think we'll just leave it straight like that. Then I've got a couple of sentiment strips. Well, I did have. Oh, here they are. You're an amazing friend. Hello. Or have an amazing birthday. Let's do this one, eh? And I think we'll just put it right across the middle, and we'll have it out the sides, I think. No, we're going to chop it up. I love chopping these sentiments up. Okay. Which means to cover up the sides, bring in our marker. I won't use that one, I'll use this one. And we're just going to colour those sides, eh? Now, if you're using Copic or an alcohol marker, just be careful that you don't ruin your nib, because once your nib's ruined, it's ruined, unless you've got a replacement, of course. A permanent black marker would probably be the best, but I don't have one. So, have an amazing, that's it. And we're going to pop these up, eh? I'll just use the little black ones again. Just like that. Amazing. They're just about the same size. So we'll just put that there, that there. And I think that looks okay. Okie dokie. And I may add a little bit of bling, which I think it probably needs, but that is our card for today. And it's just another way of using your vellum. Yeah, probably I may even put a hole here, punch a small hole and put a little ribbon in the top. You could also put the gift card on the back if you wanted to too. So that's another way. Instead of just having it on the front, have it on the back as well. And you can still have your images on the front. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your week, eh? See ya. Hooray.